final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Up past the 30, second down coming up. He's going to try and do this himself. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Back to throw. Stovall. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On now is Ty Zentner to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you...
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And there's not a quarterback in the league that will ever complain about having small receivers like a Tyreek Hill or a Cooper Kupp who can find a seam, have good vision, and get open. But when you're throwing downfield like this, you want a big, tall receiver who can go above the rim, or if you're a volleyball fan, above the net and get it.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Express will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the bootleg. Stovall firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. Now a give up the middle to Williams. Muscles him off. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Off the bootleg. Stovall. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Orlando with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Stovall. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw. Stovall. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Trey McBride.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Sentinels are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
His first career touchdown pass, and you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Now Cade York for the extra point.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Back out comes San Antonio. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Witherspoon. And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a second straight play. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And it spins away. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10.
They begin the drive with Williams. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield.
Here now 3rd and a yard.
Looking to throw. Stovall.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
It's a pickup of 6. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And down to the 36-yard line here.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 3.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
On first and 10, Stovall.
Throw left side, hauled in by McBride.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Second down and 3.
Back to throw. Stovall. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Looking to throw. Stovall. He's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Operating from the gun, Stovall. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
York able to send this one through.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's second and 8. Able to find Pryor. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It'll be a gain of 3 on what should be the final play of this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Looking to throw on second down. Stovall. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Fighting to stay upright. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Tui Pelotu got in and dropped him.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Operating from the gun, Stovall. Pass complete there to Nakua. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Stovall. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Derek Hall able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Runs through the contact, dancing away at the 35. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
To about the 40-yard line.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. On second down now, Witherspoon.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in San Antonio.
Now 2nd and 5.
As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Witherspoon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4.
They'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. They'll set up to throw. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Express are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over it. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Orlando takes back over on offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3.
They run off tackle right with Williams.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Again, it's Williams. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Throwing on 1st down. Stovall. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Operating from the gun. Stovall.
He's got McBride here over the middle.
Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They go back to the ground with Williams. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The busy night continues for Williams. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Here comes second down and 5.
It's Williams on the catch. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Here we go, first and goal.
Back to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down 21-14, 27 seconds to go. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Pryor has it complete.
And he's out of bounds, so give him about 9 as that stops the clock.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Here's second and a yard.
They'll look to throw. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor.
And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
It was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So for Orlando, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for San Antonio, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
broken glass of a bottle makes a jagger rock. Right now I got two shaky hands, only one way to stop. And I haven't touched it for 7 hours, 3 minutes. Hardly up, already wanna quit quitting. Sweating in an old church basement, wishing I was. Never thought I'd say this.
Hello, my name's Jason.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here's felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. The broken man in the mirror can't look at me 'cause he's guilty. And I swear that the last couple months that tried to kill me. By the time I saw it coming, it was done with already. It's hard to run from it when it runs in the family. A problem with 1,000 more it's causing. Damn, it's exhausting. This is why I walked in.
Thanks for letting me share, y'all.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. I'm tired of being broken. I'm sick of feeling hopeless. Way down here at my lowest. At the end of my road. At the end of my... So what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here's felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on.
If it's all on the line, what you gonna do for it? like this. You ain't never seen it like this. Look at me go. Look at me go. Hey, we about to blow. Act like you know. Hey, we on the road. Look at me go. Hey, bringing it home. We in the zone. Hey, look at me go.
I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, have my with him like that. I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, that he's coming right back. She's a provocateur, dance floor connoisseur, weeks on Friday for sure. Tell the girls we're taking a detour, give him milk, yeah, get these boys out, yeah. She does it well, oh yeah. I do it myself, oh yeah. Candy necklace on my hips, butterflies on my wrist. Put your hands on me like this. Need to go head to toe. DT, she's glossy. Give her one kiss just softly. She's a man, get me. I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, have my with him like that. I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, that he's coming right back.
Like ice cream on Shanty, playing in AMG. Let it rain on me. On my head, boys, I'm on my knees like that. Lord, please pray for me. Save your grace for me. Say, boy, what you want? Get that, get that, get that, get that. Shoot in my mouth, shoot in my and one. Okay, on the real, I'ma take his out. I'ma take him from his. On the real, I think he knows.
I think he knows when I play with him like that. I think he knows when I say it to him like that. He's wrapped around my pinky finger, watching the way I move. More power than on, and he knows it's true. When I play with him like that, when I play with him like that, play with him like that, that he's coming right
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they loving us no more. No R&R's, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing there to prove, cause I've done enough, lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you little piece, wanna see some more?
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you little piece, wanna see some more. Show you little piece, wanna see some more. Show you little piece, wanna see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face? In my face, in my face, in my face, in my face. Lights out, still wanna keep the torch. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more?
This is the player card. Here you can see here are a player's motivations. How will you...
Sometimes you gotta lose yourself to find yourself again. Welcome back, Marlena.
Yeah. One for the money and one for the homies. I move with respect, I don't need nothing on me. The Father may wait for me, bitches like Bronny. I got my little belly, my blessings, they on me. They rain, yeah, you see how I'm coming. Come on. This sound like he drumming. I reach on my goals like my nephew be dope. Back on the rim, riding on rims. Came in all black to that, I came back to my to that. Ripping no Cadillac, feel like a Cadillac. Nothing but class, it's never been average, never been on. Averix on me, I'm tougher than homie Javante. The fight is my mantra, I want it, I will. Get you a wheel, they carry it. We fighting a lead, my is all. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God. My bag on God. Back in my duffel, don't fear no opponent. You know I'm gon' hustle like rubber band on it. Counting my blessings, I'm laughing like Jonah. You don't wish me well, I guess you don't know me. Got all these like Malcolm and Sadie. That's word to my mama, tatted on my body. My left arm, they ain't left arm, they still doing harm. Bodies on bodies, cried over Malcolm, I cried over Dolphin. I'm crying for Nipsey, been feeling like Lauren. Carried the cross, got the sun in my eyes. Groom for this, I ain't meant to be no bride. I'm married, but I know you still feel obliged. Bounce on these, I learned from Sanaa. Back in my bag, and it's big as a duffel. With blessings on blessings, I came through this struggle, I'm back.
I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God.
Yeah, yeah. I came through the rain and I came through the thunder. I pushed through the pain, I'm laughing at summer. My head was way hotter, I feel like a solder. Escape with my truth, I came back like Nirvana. Road is all rocky, it's nothing I real. Go back to back, baby, can't no one here see us. Stomach it all time, look like a Leah. Went back and forth and back, just like a cornerback. Yeah, yeah, you got veins, I respect whole veins. Tell them get low, man. Just flying high, I gave them low, man. Super the color the whip. Culinary on my wrist, cooking you, I ain't forgot what you did. State of it all, eventually falls. Frequency, this is the ship, I'm home.
I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God.
Hey, Big Daddy, where you going? Call me Flo Millie, I be flowing, yeah. Skinny, thick pockets on some ones. I be really rapping, I be damn. Michael Jackson, I'm the baddest, Around here, might go get it tatted, yeah. Say the magic, what? Pretty little thing, getting ratchet, yeah. Told me that I couldn't, oops, I did it again. I don't like you, I don't wanna pretend. If he ain't spending money, I just go with the friend. If you can give me dollars, give me pound, give me in. Purple, black, made back, yeah, that's me. That ain't free. Ain't dead to me, R.I.P. That yo, she ain't me. Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Man, what do you want from me? If I wanna test me, I ace it. I don't wait for nobody, I'm impatient. Trip off cool, I'm on vacation. I pop when I do it, I'm flaking. Love it, out bait. Please don't compare me to that's basic. The money only thing I'm chasing. Body snatch, you know I'm dedicated. Men like to talk it, I hate it. Ain't hitting this, I erase it. New money, me outdated. If he say he don't love me, that's hatred. Call me Miss, pull up in the latest. Double R truck, backseat, too spacious. Cartier braces, make faces. 5500 when I pay for my laces. Tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me.
bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth.
Come on.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Yeah.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not me. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, hit. Before I sat down, still ballin', money stacked tall and shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lack down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front to back, they yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. You talk about, now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I cop the chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, name. I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front to back, they yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with a 2 Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2? If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta to get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad for a sucker to test. Pimp, but too large and we way too fresh. Work well with. And quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we'll be standing in your front yard yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
This is the development trait. This is the abilities tab. Here you can
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front to back, they yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Oh.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. 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 Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
You just heard the sound of the king of the south. T.I. I go by the name of Swiss Beats the Monster. I need y'all to rewind this and play this from the top.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sons, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Head in a bottle, put my heart in a case. Head's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil ain't walking my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. Love keeps knocking, but I just stay home. How you picking no flowers from the seeds that I've sown? They say it gets darker when you're coming on door. Still looking for the ride at the end of my road. At the end of my road, I need some good news. Sitting there sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through. But the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Try to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. It's a little good news. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through. But the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. All I really need is a little. Something bring me back to the middle. All I really need is a little good news.
I'm gonna tell you how to get rich quick. 20 a month and I can show you how the other half lives. Yeah, I can take you out of this. Get on your grind and take the dive. Can you riddle me this? If a house is just a loan, why not double your chips? Look up a property in your city, then buy it and flip. You just copped yourself a brand new whip. You poor thing, I know you wanna live just like this. Aren't you tired of working down to the bone? Giving your checks to the man and crawl back in the hole. Yo, I can turn the dirt into gold. Just take a little slice of heaven and bring it right back home. The price of easy living is a bit of your soul. No appliances in your kitchen, televisions and phones, and a nice silk sheet set to fold. You poor thing, I hate to see you living so damn cold. Your hand to me, child, if you wanna be saved. Just put $1 in the bucket every day after day and watch your problems, anxiety, struggle, spirit away. And at the end of the road, I know a place. You poor thing, I'm sure they'll let you walk right in the gate.
thinking that it happened overnight. Didn't. In it for the long haul flight. Committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite. I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite. They timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight. I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look, wait. I got people trying to wish and pray that I'ma fall about it. All about it till we spoke in person. Don't wanna talk about it now, huh? Oh, you sound tough. Toying with them, don't get wound up. How you wound up? Another number in the round up. Put the town up. I built this thing up from the ground up. And if I bounce up, I get my crown stuck. Green light go. Got the east side flow. I'm a giant in the space like FIFA4. All the kids sing along like EIO. Every time when they see my show.
Today on EA Sports. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Houston Oilers taking on the Memphis Steamers.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for our visiting Memphis ball club, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Shotgun snap, and a give to Carter.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Here's 3rd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down.
Hurts.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Devontae Smith.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Steamers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
The throw over the middle taken in. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off play action. Walsh.
Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Walsh out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. They'll start on the ground. Carter. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive. Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Carter. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. A throw to the flat for Carter. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
On 1st down, Walsh. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
On 1st and 10, Walsh. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. The final shot before break. Walsh. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, just the lone touchdown accounting for all the scoring. A tight one, 7-0 is the score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really, if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
They'll keep it on the ground. Galloway, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Galloway, he's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Galloway. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. To throw on 2nd down. Walsh. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st down, Galloway. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
A run now with a tight end fan.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Noah Fant, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Oilers are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Well, it took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this third quarter now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to mount a comeback.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw here.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. Second down, here's Hurts.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Out of the gun, they run with Carter.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5. Carter once more.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5.
They're going to look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
A give up the middle to Carter.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up. Carter straight ahead.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. They'll run with Carter.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
They'll run with Carter.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Steamers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down 14-7. A little over a minute to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's back to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Looking to throw.
Walsh. Open man is Tucker.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Walsh.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Here's 3rd down and 5.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Down to one knee, and that should just about do it.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Memphis, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll fall to 1-1, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.